Hey guys, I would like to share with you my recent experience on a startup. Actually, that startup went wrong and we had to close our startup. I would like to share with you a few important points that you should consider if you're going for startup. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, so I would like to call this that these are the 10 crucial points to go for a startup. If you think you cannot fulfill all these 10 points, I would suggest think again and probably don't go for a startup. First of all, uh, you should go solo. In a startup, you will usually create board of directors, which are actually they are your partners, right? So if you have more partners, then you have more problems. Okay, people go for five or six or maybe eight or four partners, then getting agreement in all several little things and planning things will go wrong. Okay, so it is very hard, difficult to get consensus. These days, everybody thinks that he is really master of everything. Okay, so now this on his side, maybe he or she has really great experience, but consensus is a different thing. Okay, so it's very hard to more people. They will what we say they talk more and decide less. So better, I would just go solo. But if you want to have really a partnership, you don't have enough money or any, not enough skills. So maybe you can add one more partner. Don't go more than that. Okay. And second thing is that partner, if you are going to have that one or board of director, uh, make sure that you never ever had any disagreement in the history of your life with that guy. Okay, if you had any disagreement, that disagreement is part of personality characteristics. Okay, uh, that you experienced before, that at certain point you disagreed and this might happen again, and this is no serious business. So think again. If you have a partner, you have very good chemistry with that person. Second thing, no partnership with stranger. No matter how efficient he or she is, or she looks like, or he looks like. You have just small experience, very little experience with someone. You did some project earlier, a small one, and then you realize that, oh, okay, he's excellent in something, some tool like .NET or maybe in Java or Swift. He's excellent, brilliant, and that was a successful project that you did. But he is still a stranger to you. You don't know his personality characteristics. My focus is on personality characteristics. That do you have same mind? Both of you are on the same page always. There is sometimes disagreement on something, but behavior-wise, person is receptive to you. When you say something, he thinks, oh, okay, he does not feel ego that, oh, why he is saying to me like that, okay, why he is always disagreeing with me. So ego thing, if you feel the person has ego, no matter how efficient, don't go for that with that person at all. No stranger at all. Number three, physical office is a must. This is a COVID time or even non-COVID time. Some people say, okay, I'm sitting here in Pennsylvania and I will hire somebody in California. No, it won't work. You must have a physical office, and there are multiple reasons for that. Because I will touch upon that point later on. You will hire certain developers later on, one or two. Okay, you as the developer, you are not enough for software to be developed. So you will hire one or two people because you will be doing some other things. I will discuss those things later on. So physical office is there, and to save budget, what will be your target? Hire fresh graduates or juniors. I will, excuse me, touch upon that point as well. So you will have certain junior developers to save cost, right? So you must have physical office. Otherwise, those fresh graduates and junior developer, they will be stuck in each and every new feature, new requirement. They can't do this, they can't do that. He does not know how to send email. He does not know how to attach email when doing something in software. He does not know encryption or something. So where will he ask for help? And you are thinking he will just do research online and he will find it. He might find it, but it will be very tedious and time taking for him, creating frustration for him. And for you also, you will be checking on him. Have you done that thing? Have you done that thing? Are you done? Are you done? So you will say, no, I'm still searching. 2 days, 3 days, and frustration will get started. So what will happen, if you have a senior person with there in the same office, he can just quickly ask that person who has already done these things before. So it's a matter of minutes or hour, not days. Okay. So physical office and not virtual office all the time. It won't work. If you're thinking only virtual office, disaster. Now, that physical office should be that you must be able to visit your team every second day or third day. Basically, daily face to face is much better. Physical office, and you must be able to visit them face to face, not on the phone or email or Zoom or something. It won't work properly. Okay, because you don't know what's going on their screen. Yes, you can ask them, okay, share your screen, which we already, in our case, we also did. And but we were not 100% sure after the screen share is off what's going on the back end, right? So you must be able to be there physically. Number four, the other partner must be in the same city where you can meet him or her daily. If the other partner, if you have a partner, he is another city and you're talking on the phone or Zoom, again, guys, it won't work that great. He must be in the same city. You must be meeting those guys because there's so many decision making process, so many things you need to decide and think and discuss, especially during first 6 months. Okay, if your partner is another city, don't have that partner. Number five, do not hire all juniors and fresh graduates. This is a recipe for disaster. I don't say that junior developers and fresh graduates, they can't do things. They can do things, but they have very little experience of real thing. Okay, they need time. Okay, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year for new features. Okay, for example, they will have no idea. You will say, for example, create a registration form for user to register, right? Very simple thing. Now they have no clue where to put, for example, a password field. Should we have confirmed password or not? What else we should have in the form? What fields should we have? Should we have field in horizontal way parallel or all vertical fields? Who will tell them? You think they will think? They will not be able to think. They will be afraid of doing things. If they do vertically, you will say, no, no, you have done it wrong. You have wasted time. We should have username and password and then confirm password or email, blah, 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 blah. So who will do the UX, user experience part? Okay. So junior programmers need time. So uh, to save cost, yes, you could have two or three or two at least two junior developers, but you must have at least one senior developer. Okay, and you must have at least one project manager if you are not fully there in the office all the time. If you are managing your own project by yourself and you are the project manager, you're developing your own product, then it might be possible. It might be possible, but in my opinion, uh, you might not be able to be the full-time project manager. It's really a hell. Okay, it will waste your time because you need a lot of time on future planning, marketing. UX. Okay, you'll be talking to other third parties probably. Okay, for marketing purposes, design. Okay, because the developers who will develop the things, they will not be maybe real good in design unless you have a designer also. If you have enough money, of course you can hire a designer, but you will be spending time with them, with designing team. Okay, and also ER diagram, who will do that? Junior programmers cannot do these things. ERD. Okay, you can ask how many tables they have created, they will mess up the things. Things will be working, but things will be messing up. You will see that, okay, why we have one table with 50 columns, why don't we have uh, two or three tables? So they have no idea, fresh graduates. So you will have senior developer. Okay, with that, if you don't hire a senior developer, my point is you will be in big trouble. Point number 6, startup is a full-time job, guys. Some people, they are working on their own job full-time, and then they think, okay, I have saved money. Now I can have a startup company and I will look after those things part-time, on part-time basis. It won't work, guys. It won't work. This is disaster. If you want to start up, go for you have to have a full-time job as a startup person, startup owner. Budget depends upon the complexity of your app. You might be able to do that in um, $100,000, $200,000, which is a lot of money, right? So it depends upon that one. But the other point is, app must be live in 3 to 4 months. That 3 to 5 months. That should be your target. If your app is, you're spending money and you're spending 1 or 2 years on that, chances for failures are quite high. So go for agile methodology, and 3 to 5 months for your first working piece of software should be live, where you can start earning money. Okay, so if all these points are false, then startup will fail for sure. This happened to me, this happened to my friends. Okay, if all points are in place, then yes, chances for your success are higher. If some of the points are true, any of some of the points, I won't go for which point, or this point or that point. Uh, but you think I cannot fulfill all these points. For example, just example, you can't have physical office at the moment. So at this point, don't go and hire too many developer, junior or senior, and project manager, and start working on these from scratch. Better in that case, buy a solution. Okay, buy a software that is available in that domain, modify it by hiring a freelancer. Okay, so for example, I'm not marketing this one, but for example, Upwork, some of my friends, they have done this. Okay, they purchase a very cheap solution, maybe just $100, and then that solution was not enough, so they went for Upwork or any freelancing, and they paid them this is the statement by one of my friends, okay, who hired someone as a freelancer. He said, when you pay hourly, they can do magic in $100. Okay, of course, in few hours, as they are mm, outing more efforts actually, because this was chat. Okay, they were putting more effort. Okay, so in $100 they can do a lot of things. But if you have hired someone and he knows I'm here from 9 to 5, or like that, so okay, easy going things happen. This is human psychology. Okay, but if you pay them hourly, like as a freelancer, then chances of fast development are higher. Okay, in this case you save some money for office and so on, and in this case you do not spend too much money because you have just purchased something with $100 or maybe $1,000, and then you add more money and maybe another $1,000 or $2,000, not like $100,000, right? You're spending 3,000 or 4,000 or $5,000, and then you can see something is happening, some product is coming out of all this process, and if you see, yeah, it is going to work, then it's good, then you can put it live in 3 months, right? But if it doesn't work and you will see, oh, okay, no, it is not working, and you have you're not a full timer also, I mean, some of these major critical points you don't fulfill. So that's why you came for this final option for freelancing. And if it still doesn't work, you will have some idea that, oh, okay, it did not work. And you did not lose much money. Okay. And you did not lose much, friendship or relationship with your partners also. Okay. So if you go like this, I hope you will be quite successful. So I hope these points will help you because these came up from my recent failure. Okay, I wish you good luck and I hope you will be successful. Okay, okay, thank you. Bye bye.